So back here in Pittsburgh, we're about to hear who the Dallas Cowboys traded up one spot, flipped 2 5s to Miami, which, as you know, is eager to get more new young talent into their shop. They're absolutely happy to move down one, and we'll find out who the Cowboys got a little itchy about. Meanwhile, again, we thank the Miami Dolphins. They just took all 8 minutes of their next spot. So the Rams just got put on the clock, 13th overall. We'll hear who the Dolphins' first draft selection of their new John Eric Sullivan administration will be. But the commissioner with the Dallas Cowboys, first of 2 picks here tonight.
With the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Caleb Downs, defensive back, Ohio State.
So there you go. Caleb Downs is a Dallas Cowboy, one of the more talented players on Ohio State. And that's saying something because 3 other Buckeyes went before him in the first 10 picks of this draft. The Cowboys got themselves a big-time winner.
Yeah, and they got themselves a new defensive coordinator in the offseason, and Kadyn Proctor, who came over from their rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. He was there coaching in the secondary a couple young players they drafted, and Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, and saw what that did for their defense. Versatility, intelligence, toughness. That's what those guys possess, and Downs has it in spades. They're going to be able to deploy him in a lot of different areas. In CD, this defense last year, 32nd in third down, 32nd in points per game, 32nd in passing yards per game, 30th in turnovers. Those numbers are all going to get better as this guy gets to Dallas.
Offensive coordinators love getting their new quarterback. Defensive coordinators, Joel Klatt, love getting their new quarterback. And they got one in Caleb Downs, who'll patrol the secondary, organize the secondary. Heck, he can wear the green dot and do the entire defense. He'll be up there teaching everyone new that comes there after 2 days of mini camp when he gets to Dallas. But the other part of it, too, is Cowboys have a tradition of these guys in the secondary, the Darren Woodsons, right? The Roy Williams. The last time they took a safety in the first round, 2002, and it was Roy Williams. They need to get back to that type of football with Caleb Downs.
They rebuilt the defense for Ohio State around Caleb Downs. That's the type of talent he had. All those great players, and I tell you, Daniel, they built the entire structure of that scheme around Caleb Downs. He's so versatile. He's so smart. They did that 2 years ago on their route to a national championship. They revamped that defense after a loss to Oregon, put him in the center of the field, and allow those instincts to take over. He can patrol the middle of the field as well as anybody in college football. There he is playing free safety against Texas a couple of years ago. How about him triggering on anyone else is moving, creating turnovers for his teammates? He's terrific in run support. I tell you, he triggers faster than anybody on the defense, partly because of his preparation. Legendary Monday nights with Matt Patricia in preparations. He's an alley filler, and he can blitz. This is where I thought he was most dynamic, DJ, is that he had the ability to get in the backfield and make production tackles, and that's what he did for a long time at 2 really great programs, Alabama and Ohio State. Oh, by the way, now he's a Cowboy. How about those 3 brands?
Brando Mendoza was the first pick. He beat all those guys.
Yeah, how about that? And don't forget, Nick Saban turned his secondary over to Caleb Downs as a freshman.
And the Giants left him on the board for the Cowboys to take, which adds some intrigue to that rivalry. Welcome to Primetime, presented by Nationwide.
Caleb, you're celebrating this. You're taking it all in. And just moments ago, you were on the phone with Jerry Jones. What did he tell you about the Cowboys' plans to use you?
First of all, I just want to say thank God. Without that, none of us would be here. Just thanks for my Savior, Jesus Christ. But it was a great conversation. I honestly couldn't hear it much. I was too excited to listen. So I'm just excited to do what I can do and be committed to the team.
We'll ask Jerry later what he said. Now, your brother Josh is a wide receiver for the Colts. Your dad, Gary, a running back in the NFL. How special is it for your family that you now get to carry on this legacy?
It's an awesome feeling, honestly. God's blessed us with a lot of favor to be in this situation, and I'm so thankful to be here. And our family, I can't even say enough words about them. There's a lot of love there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And the Cowboys are slated to visit the Indianapolis Colts this year, so we could see Downs on Downs of any of 4 downs. You know? So there's the Dallas Cowboys draft room in Frisco. Very excited about all that. And now the Miami Dolphins' new regime, new administration, about to announce their first pick. John Eric Sullivan, the new general manager, taken from the Packers organization. Jeff Hafley, their new head coach, also from the Packers. And this is the first of 2 picks for the Dolphins in the first round tonight. And they collected 2 more picks for Saturday, 2 fifths, to move down 1 spot and make this announcement here through the commissioner in Pittsburgh.
With the 12th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Kadyn Proctor, tackle, Alabama.
I talked about wanting to build through the trenches with this new regime. John Eric Sullivan coming in here and making a statement by taking the big man out of Alabama. He is massive. He was a little out of shape at the beginning of the season. He got himself into shape as the season wore on and really played well down the stretch. He's maintained that. He had a very good process working through the spring. And when this guy is dialed in and ready to go, he is impressive. You talk about anchor versus power, that 350-plus pounds, you're going to have a hard time getting through those pads. You want somebody who can move people in the run game. Some teams viewed him as a guard for this reason, because he can displace people in that run game. Here again, look at the movement he's able to generate here. He is just so big and strong and powerful. And then out in space, watch him surprise you a little bit. The ability to pick off a third-level defender. And then they had some fun with him. Not many guys 350. You're going to spit the ball out to him on the outside.
I love this moment. That was amazing.
And let him break some tackles and try and get to the pylon. So I always look at these new regimes. Their first pick is a statement pick. They want to be big and they want to be physical in Miami.
Quick question for you, though. Is they drafted to play tackle, where Austin Jackson is, or they drafted to play guard?
Austin Jackson has done both.
So one of them
deploy those 2 guys.
So out comes this behemoth of a man getting set to protect Malik Willis is the new quarterback there. Devin Achane, the running back, will definitely be running behind this kid. And the Miami Dolphins going line first in their new way of doing things there in Miami. Meanwhile, the Rams pick is about to be announced when we return from commercial break. The Ravens are on the clock, and there should be an interesting reaction to them being placed on the clock here in Pittsburgh, PA. So the Rams have made their choice. We'll hear what comes out called from the U. A dozen picks in. The Rams pick has been in for a good almost 10 minutes. The Ravens have gone through their entire 8 minutes, and they have made their pick. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock right now with pick 15. Ian Rapoport, let's get your thoughts right now.
Rich, at number 13 for the Rams, this is where the window opens for Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson. It's early. Yes, it is. Listen to this. When the Simpson family was trying to make the decision about whether or not he should enter the draft or stay in school, they consulted, among other people, Rams GM Les Snead, who told the family Simpson is for sure a first-rounder. Now actually has the opportunity to make it happen.
13th overall is the Rams spot because the Atlanta Falcons traded this pick to the Rams in last year's draft to draft James Pierce Jr., for whom there was a bit of news earlier today. He entered a 6-month pre-trial intervention program that could result in all charges of 3 felonies and a misdemeanor. They was charged and arrested in Florida in February after an incident involving his ex-girlfriend. If all his conditions are met and no jail time would come his way. But again, this is somebody that the Falcons traded a first-round pick last year to the Rams to choose, and they might not have him at all. But that's for another day. The Rams, 13th overall here. They had 29. That's what a lot of people thought they would take Ty Simpson, but this could be the spot.
Yeah, once that trade happened and they didn't have 29, I thought this might be off the table. But hearing Ian talk about it, if you look at it from 2 perspectives, from Ty Simpson's perspective, this is where absolutely you would love to go. A chance to go learn under the reigning MVP in Matthew Stafford, play for the elite offensive mind in Sean McVay. They can develop you properly, and you'll be put on the field when you're ready to be put on the field, and a great team and a great organization. The challenge I have with it is from the Rams situation. This is a team that was a player or two away from the Super Bowl last year that does have the reigning MVP on their roster at that position right now. And oh, by the way, the Super Bowl this next year is in their own building. So I thought this would be an opportunity to try and get that extra piece to help nudge them over the team in their division that hoisted the trophy last year. Or do they think long-term vision, and that leads to Simpson?
I know, CD, that they loved Caleb Downs. I think there was a lot of talk about Mekhi Lemon. Yes. Downs off the board, maybe Lemon here, but, you know, there seems to be some smoke around this Ty Simpson.
A lot of smoke around that one. It's just very interesting to me in doing it, but this is going to be one of the few times that quarterback taken 13th overall, if it does come down that way, has no pressure to play. Amazing.
With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams